So a few weeks ago, Cad Bane got a rework, super free-to-play accessible character now, and although he's not the greatest character in the world, he's definitely an improvement from before. But luckily, Cad Bane is also getting a ship called the Xanadu. Also, today, side by side with this video you're seeing right now, I uploaded a video on Zam Wesell's rework, so check out that video if you want to see what's new about her. And in case you didn't hear the news, Jango Fett's coming to the game, so make sure you check that video out as well. But let's just get into it and talk about this ship and what it has to offer in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So when the Hound's Tooth ship came out, a new mechanic was added to the game called Breach, and I speculated that Breach is probably going to become how target lock is for droids. That meaning the more characters that have target lock synergy, the more powerful the target lock debuff became. And now we're starting to see that as well because Cad Bane also has Breach synergy. So here we go, we have Cloak and Dagger, and Xanadu gains stealth for one turn at the start of the encounter and whenever another Scoundrel ally suffers a critical hit. Bounty Hunter allies deal bonus damage equal to 10% of the target's max health when damaging breached enemies. So here we go. We're starting to see how Breach synergy kicks in, so the more Breach is out there, the more damage your Bounty Hunter ships are going to do. And then while Xanadu Blood is active, Breach enemies have minus 25% offense. So right there, more damage up against Breach ships when there's Breach on the other team, and less damage that they're putting on your team when they're breached. The basic is called Whole Breach, and you have a 65% chance to attack again. So you have the potential to attack twice, and when you're attacking with this basic, you're inflicting Breach for 2 turns. So on the basic alone, lots of opportunities to apply Breach, and the more Breach is out there, the more deadly the debuff becomes if you have more ships that have Breach synergy. Then we have Rogue Maneuver. It's a special ability, and he gets to deal damage to all enemies, and he inflicts target lock on the weakest enemy for 2 turns, and then he gets to call a target ally to assist him. And what happens when you hit a target locked enemy with this ability? You inflict Breach. So he inflicts Breach on his basic, inflicts Breach on his special. Cloak and Dagger has some pretty severe synergies when we breach an enemy, and then when we look at his reinforcement ability into the Breach, lots of breach names going on here. Inflict Breach on target enemy for 2 turns. So even more Breach possibilities we have here, which can't be evaded, and the key word that I really love, can't be resisted. Additionally, inflict defense down on all enemies for 2 turns, which can't be evaded. And the super deadly part, grant all Scoundrel allies retribution for 2 turns. That right there is very deadly, and I think we might want to have Cad Bane in the reinforcement slot, which we will test out in this video today. So 2 things I want to point out before we actually get into the gameplay. When looking at the Scoundrel tech, not a lot of Scoundrels, and I know I'm kind of speculating right now, but because of the reinforcement ability on Cad Bane's ship and how he gives retribution to Scoundrel allies, maybe there's a potential for even more Scoundrel ships out there, such as maybe Jango Fett's Slave 1. And furthermore, because we only have 2 ships with the Breach synergy, I suspect they might add maybe some more Bounty Hunter ships which have a Breach mechanic, maybe a Scoundrel ship with a Breach mechanic. So the Breach mechanic has a lot of potential to get even better, and right now it's already pretty darn good. So we're going to start off by showing a full Bounty Hunter starting lineup, because now that we have 3 Bounty Hunter ships, you can start with a full 3 Bounty Hunter team. However, I think you might want to stash your Bounty Hunters in the reinforcement slot, seeing how powerful they are. So we're going to go up against a Geonosian Tarkin team, which people did think that it's the best fleet combination out there. I don't think it's going to be the best now that we have Hound's Tooth and the Xanadu Blood, but maybe we can get some sort of work done. Let's just start by getting Breach applied. And there we go, we already got Breach going on. We attacked twice. Let's get even more Breach. Let's hit the Geonosian soldier over there. And we got no Breach, unfortunately, but we got the taunt up, and as long as we keep the Breach on at least one of the characters on the other team, we're going to keep that taunt up for a very, very long time. Not going to do an AoE ability. Don't want to hit the Geonosian spy and make the other guys go under stealth. We don't want that to happen. Let's get some target lock applied, so hopefully we can get Cad Bane to apply even more Breach with this special ability. Let's see, we're going to be able to hit that target lock with the Xanadu Blood, and we're going to apply Breach. There should be another Breach on that Geonosian soldier back there. Let's call in, let's get the Hound's Tooth to assist here. No, actually, let's get Boba Fett to assist. There we go. Look at all this lovely Breach. We have Breach. We got target lock. Those are 2 of the most deadly debuffs right now in the game. Let's call it a reinforcement. Let's get the Scimitar out here. We'll get the Hound's Tooth to stand out even more and give him retribution. Pretty deadly. And the Hound's Tooth, if you guys recall, he keeps self-cleansing all the stuff that's off of him. Notice I said self-cleansing. I didn't say self-cleansing himself. I know you guys get triggered when I say that. Let's see, we're gonna need more counterattacks here. I mean, people usually struggle against the Genosians, but man, with Cad Bane, Hound's Tooth, I'm not feeling the struggle whatsoever. We're gonna get rid of the Sun Fac in a moment here. It's really cool to see how far the bounty hunters are pretty good, and I don't even think they're completed yet. I think we still should expect a lot more potential out of the bounty hunters and their ships. All right, let's get rid of the soldier. I mean, I'm talking to you guys, not even really thinking much, and it's just crazy to see how much work this team can do. There we go. We already got breach. So that taunt on Bossk, it pretty much never goes away because there's always breached on these enemies here. So there we go. A full starting 3 bounty hunter team, although I think they might be better into reinforcement slots because of all the good bonuses they give. I mean, seeing what's going on here, they're going to be pretty decent as a starting 3 team too, I think. So here we go. Pretty much the same battle. We're going to go up against Genosians, since most people think that that's probably one of the better combinations. But instead of having all bounty hunters on the field, we're going to slowly implement them over time, since we tossed in Boba Fett and Cad Bane in the reinforcement slot. And I really want to see the potential of getting Cad Bane to give all these guys retribution. So maybe you want to start off with 2 bounty hunters and then call in Cad Bane. But Boba Fett and Cad Bane, they both have some pretty decent reinforcement abilities. All right, there we go. Genosian soldiers out for the count. Let's start getting breached over on this team. We should get breached on Sun Fac. No breach, but we got the taunt at least. But Bossk, he's pretty much huge trouble for Genosian. So having him against the Genosian team is pretty much an automatic win for the most part. Very difficult for Genosians to win because of all the protection regeneration, all the taunts that Bossk is getting. There we go. Let's see, get some target lock over on Sun Fac. Very nice. So hopefully when Cad Bane comes in, we can apply some breach on these target locked enemies we got. All right, so we're gonna call in. Let's call in I wish we had Jango Fett ship. We're gonna call in Boba Fett. He's gonna get the retribution, crit immunity, and whatnot. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's get. You know what? Let's do this. We're gonna hit 2 enemies at once right here. But then I'm hoping we can try to quickly get the Cad Bane so we can see his reinforcement ability in full swing. All right, let's do this. We're gonna use our basic. We're gonna cleanse off the target lock because it's a basic ability we're using. All right, looking good so far. Let's see if we can just keep hammering away at this team right here. Come on, keep going. I want to get the Cad Bane. Cad Bane's the star of the show. I don't care about Bossk. Bossk is already good. We know about Bossk. Here we go. Target Genosians. Come on, let's get rid of Sun Fac. He's a pretty tanky ship. It probably sometimes takes a little bit of time to get the job done. I don't want to use the AoE ability just yet. Let's do this. I'm gonna call in Vader to assist. There we go. Sun Fac's out. He's out. Let's get some buff immunity over on Biggs right there. Hopefully we don't wipe out this team too quickly because I want to show you Cad Bane. Come on, there we go. All right, so we're kind of, they better call it a reinforcement soon here. There we go. So they're going to call reinforcement. Buy us some time so we can show you some Cad Bane stuff. All right, don't die on us yet. I need to get Cad Bane in here so we can get some more retribution over on Boba Fett right there. Come on, get some target lock. Awesome, we got target lock. Let me take my turn. Now we're gonna call in Cad Bane. So remember, with Cad Bane, we're gonna inflict breach on a target enemy for 2 turns. Wish I can target the Genosian spy over there, but we're stuck behind the taunt. And then let's see. We also get to inflict defense down, and we also get to get the retribution. So let's try it out. All right. So there we go. We got some breach. We got some retribution. The retribution on Boba Fett probably won't be too helpful because he's gonna get knocked out soon. Let's do this. We're gonna use this ability. We should also get we should be able to get a target lock over on Genosian, the Genosian spy. Let's call in let's call him Boba Fett just for fun. There we go. Some pretty decent damage right there. Let's keep hammering away at the clone sergeant. He's almost done for. And I mean, boo. I don't know. It kind of usually. Not a lot of battles have me dig through my reinforcements, but I mean, Cad Bane's pretty cool, but I think I actually do really like having all 3 bounty hunters start off right away because you have the target lock synergy going on, you got the breach synergy going on really, really early, so at least I think you might want to start off with Bossk and Cad Bane at the start. Let's try that out. Let's actually do one more battle and have those 2 ships start off at the same time. So let's try it out. Cad Bane, Bossk as a starting 2 out of the 3. I think that might be the way to go instead of keeping them in the reinforcements and waiting to finally use all the lovely breach stuff they got going on. Let's just put them out on the field right away. Let's start enjoying breach as early as we possibly can. Let's get Breach over on. Let's see if we can get on the TIE Fighter pilots. That way we can reduce the evasion of TIE Fighter pilot. Very nice. Let's do this right here. Let's get another. We're going to get some target lock going. Let's get a stun over on Biggs. There we go. Oh, we got resisted, unfortunately. I was hoping that Kylo Ren on mass would be able to stun, but I think there's a lot of potential with this type of lineup. Start off with Bossk and Cad Bane, and then fill in, you know, the Kylo Ren on mass, maybe Darth Vader, maybe add another tank of some sort. I think there's definitely a lot of potential going on. Let's see if we can get a stun over on... Oh, we didn't even need the stun. We just wiped him out completely. Man, this is really good. I like this. I mean, we're having some diversity. I think before it's either Geonosians or this type of team we're going up against that has Biggs, Vader, TIE Fighter pilot. Now we got a little bit more diversity, and I think the bounty hunters could get even better in the future if they keep building upon their fleet, getting more bounty in their ships. Maybe they'll add an IG-88 ship. That would be pretty cool. Each bounty hunter pretty much has their own type of ship. The Punisher, I think, was I believe that was a Dengar's ship, so there's a lot of opportunities to add even more breach mechanics. And they can be kind of like droids, because droids are starting to get better simply because of a target lock mechanic. I can only imagine what they're going to plan on doing over here with the breach mechanic. So, all right, we're doing okay so far. This team we're going up against is a bit more defensive. We have a lot of stuff going on this other team. Can we get 2 hits? Yes, there we go. He's down for the count. Hopefully we can survive before they get to their ultimate ability on their team, because the only way this team is going to get rid of my Bossk is if Thrawn just annihilates him pretty much. And I don't know if they're going to get to that point. The goal is to make sure they don't. Okay, let's see. Let's get. We're going to get some breach over on Sunfac, and hopefully a target lock on Vader. Let's call in Bossk to assist so we can cleanse. There we go. We got to cleanse, so he got rid of most of the garbage that's on him. All right, let's get a stun on Sunfac. There we go, very nice. This should take care of Sunfac. All right, Sunfac's done. Let's get a target lock over on this guy. So there we go, lots of target locks going on here. Let's now put everyone under stealth so we don't have to get countered attacked by Boba Fett so much. There we go. Bossk is he's just staying in battle. He just never goes away. He's so crazy deadly. It's not even funny. All right, here he comes. All right, so we lost our Bossk. That's pretty much the only way that team was able to take out Bossk, is if they had Thrawn just take care of it right away. So there we go. But we're still going to win. Even though we lost our Bossk, we're still going to win this battle. So there we go. Very good. Cad Bane, Bossk is a pretty deadly starting combo, and you probably can fit some other character in that lineup. But I suspect there might be a good starting 3 in the future that has all 3 starting ships having some sort of breach synergy. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Let me know down below, what do you think of Cad Bane's ship? I think it's pretty good, and hopefully it's good at 3-4 stars, and hopefully it's not too hard to farm once it goes through the whole marquee rinse and repeat cycle. Really looking forward to this ship, and it's really cool to see that the pilot for this ship is one of the most easily accessible characters in the game. So if you did enjoy the video, guys, go ahead and leave me a like, comment down below, check out the other videos on Zam Wessel's rework and Jango Fett, and be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And until the next video.